Vice President of Global Sales, Jeff Hill.
Shazandra! Wow, Sandy.
Yeah, that's my real name, Shazandra Bolzana.
I like it. I like it. I'm going, are you kidding me? Well, I mean, makes Tony proud. I mean, I know that in high school she was one of his favorites, right? To the point that we actually called an ingredient after that. Well, listen, coaches, welcome to our National Wake-Up Call this morning. We've got a good one. We always have good ones, but this is going to be a very, very good one, very informative. It obviously celebrates what we're all here today for, the 6th birthday of Shakeology, which literally – if you stop back, I mean, you expect me to kind of pipe this thing up a little bit. But, you know, if you sit back for just a moment and say, okay, well, it's Shakeology. What does that mean? Well, it has literally changed millions of lives. It has made such an incredible difference. And this was something that a lot of effort, insight, science, best thinking was poured into, a lot of refining, a lot of non-apologetic approach to make this the very best meal replacement daily dose of dense nutrition available to you. That's what we're talking about today. So you need to have your pens out. You need to, you know, the best way to celebrate this is to go do a little bit more research, to become a little bit more knowledgeable about the value, the benefits of Shakeology in your life and what you're offering to the people that you come into contact with. So happy birthday, Shakeology, but we're going to teach you a little bit more about that today with our superstar diamond coach, Seay Stanford. All right, Darren, thank you, and congratulations to everyone. Well, coaches, as I shared earlier, we have Seay Stanford on the call today with us. She is a superstar diamond coach. In fact, just this past week, she came out to Santa Monica, and we celebrated Superstar Day with other superstars, Superstar 2 Melanie Mitro, new superstar Alyssa Shoemaker. I need to get this right, Shoemaker. And we just had and Seay, it was just a great, great time. And but it recognizes a lot of movement forward in their business. But let me tell you just a little bit about Seay. Seay started coaching in 2011. She is soon an elite coach every year since. She was an elite coach in 2012, 2013, 2014. She's personally sponsored 92 coaches since she started coaching, 16 of which are diamond. She's a Success Club All-Star legend, hitting Success Club 43 months in a row. Okay, so that's basically since she came into the business. And she was here last week, as I shared when I say here in Santa Monica. Oh, and I forgot to say Vito LaFata, who also came and visited with us. You know, one of the interesting things about Seay is she's going to tell her story, but I was just looking at a little bit of her progression through her business. And, you know, not everybody starts out as just rocket ships. I haven't asked her permission to do this, but I'm going to give kind of some high numbers. You know, her first year when she came into the business, she averaged, you know, under $1,000 a month. And then she tripled that in 2012. And then in 2013, she moved her income to about a six-figure income. And then in 2014, that doubled into, you can do the math, but into a significant income. And you think, you know, that's a 4-year journey, but a journey of consistency and understanding the business has developed into a very, very rewarding, life-changing business, and she'll tell a little bit more about this. But we're so thrilled to have Seay on the phone with us this morning. So, Seay, why don't you unmute yourself and jump on?
Good morning. Thank you, Jeff.
Are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
We can. There's a little bit of a pause, and I thought, uh-oh. Well,
Thank you so much.
You bet. Welcome to the call. It was fun to see you and Neil last week. Let me just say this. After having met Neil, who is her husband for the first time, he's originally from the UK. He's a Brit. And I've got to think that life is never boring with Neil in the household. Is that a fair statement?
That's a very fair statement. And I'm sure everybody knows Neil's laughing right now.
Well, yeah, no, in all seriousness, and again, we digress a little bit, but this is who we are, right? What a great person, just fun to be around, and gracious as can be. I've received several just messages from him after, thanking, us, the company, for for how much this has meant and how life-changing it's been. And he's just, not only has it been a lot of fun, he's as gracious as he is fun. So I think you might have a good one there, Shaye. I'm not sure, but I think so.
I definitely do. Thank you. And I tell you, last week was amazing. Thank you guys so much for the recognition and having me have this opportunity to speak on the call. Thank you.
You bet. Well, listen, let's kind of jump in so people get to know you a little bit. Everybody knows you're a coach now, that you're doing well, that you're 15-star superstar diamond, but there was a time when you weren't a coach, when you became acquainted with us and jumped in. So why don't you tell us just a tad about that?
Absolutely. I would love to. So a lot of the network knows my corporate America story, but this is a story I'm going to share here that's different, and I think it really goes well with why I am so passionate about Shakeology. So I am one of those few coaches that actually joined Beachbody because of Shakeology, whereas a lot of coaches, I believe, start because of the fitness programs. But there's a reason why I'm really excited to share with you guys. Back in 2010, after my third child, I was 37 years old, I really, really struggled to lose weight. I got desperate because the scale wouldn't budge, and I turned to the promise of some rapid weight loss, doing HCG shots. I was on an 800-calorie-a-day diet, and I injected the hormones into my stomach. And I will say, in 12 days, I lost 12 pounds, and I was so elated. I truly didn't care how the effects of the hormones were resulting in my behavior. So as Jeff just said, Neil is a super easygoing, gracious guy, and on day 12, he sat me down and he gave me an ultimatum, and he says, you need to quit these shots or I have to move out with the kids, because apparently I was a raging B-word and making everybody's life miserable. And I really resented him for making me stop because I was having so much weight loss. So, of course, I stopped, gained all the weight back within a few days, because that's what happens when you only eat 800 calories, right? Fast forward 6 months, and this is where things shift. I had a routine mammogram, and the doctor called me to say that I had a 2-inch mass deep within my right breast. And honestly, I thought the results were really just a bad mistake. My mammogram a year earlier was completely normal. Breast cancer didn't run in my family. I'm 37 years old. Like, none of this made sense to me. But this mass was so big that in January 2011, I had to be sedated, put under, and have it surgically removed. And I remember waking up and just feeling Neil rubbing my hair, and my mom was holding my hand. And at this point, we didn't know until the biopsy came back if it was a cancerous tumor or not. So we were in that 2-week waiting period. And I'm going to tell you guys listening on this call, there is no money, fame, or popularity that can repair being ripped to your helpless core the way sickness can. In those 2 weeks, I was anxiously awaiting the biopsy results. I had to find some type of control in my life, and so I dove in to research to try and find some reason or cause for why this could have happened. And that led me to researching foods and causes nonstop for 2 weeks. HCG wasn't even on my radar, honestly, until about 1 week in, and I started reading about hormones. And it was at that time I was shocked to learn that HCG hormone shots can do to cells. I found numerous studies where monkeys injected with HCG would get rapidly growing breast and ovarian tumors. And I learned the origin of most HCG shots given to humans came from pregnant horses. So pound for pound, way more powerful than a human should have in their body. I also learned how chemicals in our food, totally approved by the FDA, are like chemical Viagra to cancer cells. Now, I was very thankful Neil got me all those shots at day 12, and I did not do the full course of 30. So while I was so enlightened, I felt really foolish because of my desperation to be thin and my vanity. I realistically may have cost my life. And I was angry at the thoughts of my daughters and son maybe growing up without me, and my husband moving on and marrying someone else that would be their mom, and just thinking of their final memories of me maybe while I was sick and fighting for my life. I was really angry at myself for the ignorance and vanity that may cost my life. I did not do my diligence. I didn't question what I was told, and I bought into the vision of quick weight loss and being thin. And I prayed a lot to share what I learned with others, and I vowed to share to teach others. So my promise to myself drove me to find right solutions. I started researching good foods from all over the world, foods that boost your immune system, fuel your body, foods that fight disease, foods called superfoods. Some of them sound like Tony Horton's girlfriend from college, right? So I'm thankful to say that my tumor ended up being benign. I felt like I was giving a miracle and a new lease on life. And with this blessing, I found my purpose to share what I learned with the world. Shortcuts and processed foods, diet pills, cheaply made shakes, and fast gimmicks are not the answer. And you can pay a price way more dearly than you bargained for. You know how they say it's not what happens to you, but what you do with it. My passion for being ambassador for health was born in February of 2011. I cannot say it was the HCG shots that caused my tumor, but the entire experience was the catalyst that changed the course of my thinking. Question what you put in your body. The bigger confirmation to me was my mission to educate and share what good products look like. You bet your butt I researched the crap out of Shakeology before I even drank one sip. I stand behind and believe in Shakeology with so much passion on so many levels, and I believe everyone should drink it. I believe, like Carl Deichler says, it is like oxygen to me. And how can I keep it only for me and not share it with my entire family? So many of you consider me the expert on Shakeology. Honestly, I'm just a lady who had a ridiculous life scare and is now diligent and knowledgeable on understanding what goes in my body, my family's body, and I want to share it with the world. To me, Shakeology is not having to learn a product to sell. It's about taking ownership and responsibility for what you feed your family, teaching others to do the same, and appreciating the real honor we have as coaches to share this great product to truly better their health.
Well, Shay, I appreciate you sharing that, and that's I think you captured it all in that last bit. We don't always know what causes things, but we do know there are great things out there that we can put in our body and to avoid the other things. But it is about taking ownership. It's about being responsible for what you do for yourselves and for others. And I know that we're the beneficiary of some of your knowledge, and hopefully I'm confident you'll be an inspiration to many others. So you did your research. You found out more about Shakeology, and then there came a little bit of I always talk about that aha moment or maybe a turning point. For some, it's more pronounced than others. Did you have a moment like that in your business?
I did. It was ironic. I'd been drinking Shakeology, and I just assumed it was a saturated market. Everybody knew about it. And my upline sponsor kept, offering the business opportunity, and I said no. And one day in July of 2011, I made a post about Shakeology on my Facebook, and I got all these questions asking about what it was, and I was in disbelief how many people had no idea about it. So that really was my aha moment, gave birth to my mission. I need to empower others how great this product really is and share my story. And I became a coach the very next day and have been all in ever since.
Well, and that's obviously, I shared a little bit, I hope you're okay with that, a little bit about your, some of the financial success you've had, but I see that that's been built on the back of just sharing some pure knowledge, with your approach. So, it really is all about building loyal customers and loyal people that understand, and that's really the essence of our topic today. So why don't you give us a little bit of insight of what you do to create loyalty and understanding of what Shakeology can do for people in their business?
Okay. I'm really excited to share this with new coaches as well. I really feel from day one one of my strengths has been creating retention in my business. Now, understand that I'm presenting a business perspective on the importance of retention. This is not an actual Shakeology training call within itself. So I'm going to give you guys 2 reasons why retention is even important in your business in the first place, right? So the first reason that retention is important is the big business perspective, long term, right? So for any company to continue to stay competitive, whether you're Apple, Mercedes, or Beachbody, you have to have innovative products to meet the growing needs of the market. You know what? Beachbody does this for us with their nutrition line. Beachbody also gives us innovating and quality products to meet the needs of all generations and markets them on TV for us to create brand awareness. Beachbody truly has the best pipeline of fitness and nutrition products. So our job as coaches is to share our stories with people to build trust and relationships, but also create retention by keeping people using our products, not because they have to, but because they want to. Second reason why retention is better is because of time. You may be the greatest person at bringing new people into your business, but if you continue to struggle to keep them and have to keep replacing them, you will forever be trying to rebuild your business and filling spots for inactive coaches, which is not an effective use of your time. So retention is key for building a strong business. So I'm going to share with you guys 6 tips on creating product retention with Shakeology. Why Shakeology compared to fitness programs, right? So many of us come in because of the fitness programs. How many fitness programs realistically will someone buy in a year? Maybe 2 or 3. The anchor to products, or the anchor to any product line, are ones that have to be refilled every single month. So think about it. Shakeology is tied to everything in your business. Success Club is tied to it. Hello, HD, right? As well as active coaches. So you want to create loyal customers. I instill belief in Shakeology from day one into my customers and the importance of nutrition first. You may have gotten into the biz because of P90X, right? But regardless, there isn't such a thing really as bad fitness. There is such a thing, and it's rampant, as bad nutrition. And we, as Beachbody coaches, have a great solution. Nutrition is also 70% of the variable in weight loss. It's also the most misunderstood variable in customer purchases. Bad nutrition is far more prevalent, and the majority of people, regardless of their fitness or lack thereof, need a quality and easy nutrition solution. So as a coach, it's worth your investment of time to help them understand some key points about Shakeology, both for yourself and then to pass on to your customers. I have a conversation with my customers usually for 30 minutes prior to them even buying something from me. Why? Because I know loyal customers become loyal and passionate coaches, and then they will duplicate what they were taught. Now, yes, people totally buy from you, not what you know. And although relationships are key, they only last so long when people are spending $130 a month if they don't have belief in the product. So if little value has been done and created, you end up just with a short-term win. You may have your customers may totally love you, and you may earn the 2 Success Club points, but they will still cancel Shakeology after the first month if they don't love it. Number 2, duplication. Get to know some benefits early on with Shakeology because it will duplicate in your business. One thing I see so many new coaches struggle is what the heck to say when they get pushback on Shakeology. The last thing I want for you all as a new coach is to have your confidence derailed in those first initial conversations about Shakeology. Not much is worse than when you're confronted with a truly simple objection and you have no idea how to overcome it. I don't want that for my new coaches, and I don't want it for you. So if you're a new coach, I'm challenging you to learn the basics around Shakeology early on. The back office, the Shakeology FAQ, and YouTube are great resources. Be an ambassador for your products you offer. And when you duplicate that for your future team, in regards to duplication, you will create stronger and more confident coaches that duplicate their own retention. And why do you want your team to duplicate? The short-term getting to Success Club and canceling their Shako after month 2 are taking the time to create the value of retention on the front end where they can't imagine not drinking Shakeology for a lifetime on the back end. The extra time pays off in the long run. Number 3, have a story. As a coach of a huge team, most of my coaches, I'm going to be completely honest, don't share my depth of knowledge or have the exact same passion regarding Shakeology. You may not either, and that's okay. But from a business standpoint, it doesn't change Shakeology's level of importance to creating product retention. So tip number 3 is having your story on what Shakeology has done or means to you. You only get that experience from drinking it and understanding how it helps your customers. So think about this, right? You see all these before and afters on Facebook. Fitness is a tangible thing. People see the difference in a before and after. And you also feel an immediate rush after a workout. So fitness is an easy and comfortable story to show, right? Shakeology is different. It's an internal transformation. It's a subjective type of sale. It doesn't have the immediate feeling after you drink it. It takes time. So go beyond sharing fitness and also know how to share what Shakeology has done for you. Paint that visual transformation because it is subjective and show people your story. Number 4, knowing how to differentiate. Many coaches don't know how to differentiate Shakeology to X, Y, and Z shake. And this is important for retention because it keeps your clients understanding what Shakeology is and committed to drinking it and not switching to something else. Guys, this is all you have to know and do when it comes to differentiating. Ask if their shake has any of these 3 ingredients: soy or soy lecithin, artificial flavors, or artificial sweeteners listed on the ingredient label. If so, the product is not a good product both in general or on the premise of health. The second differentiator is know that you're not comparing carbs, proteins, and fats on the label. You're comparing what's listed after the ingredients, period. Everything after ingredients tells you exactly what you need to know, and that's really where the rubber meets the road. Do they have 70 natural superfoods, or do they have chemical fillers? You don't have to know what the big words mean in Shakeology. Just know there's nothing artificial, and it doesn't contain those big 3 cheap no-nos. This is important for retention so your clients aren't thinking other shakes are better than ours based on cost. Number 5, have diversity with your products. I have a 3-star diamond coach on my team, Becky Hilty, and she taught me this. She's at nearly 1,000 PV every week and has hit Success Club 20 for 18 straight months. When she shares Shakeology, she not only shows the entire family value, but she also shares value compared to everything else that family may be buying. She sells E&E over energy drinks, Fiber Boost over appetite suppressants. She sells the base shake compared to the protein powder. Becky is smart, and she shares the entire product portfolio, which creates even more retention just beyond Shako. Number 6, keep it simple, guys. You don't have to get overwhelmed with Shakeology. Selling it is like selling and understanding Shakeology, honestly, it's like getting a new cell phone, right? It has all these features, but you're probably really only going to use the same features, same few over and over again. Find out what few things resonate with you about Shakeology and put it in your own words. Beachbody's already done all the hard work in creating the #1 shake on earth, and it's the integrity that makes it easy to handle any objection. You just have to know how to share it. So as a new coach, putting the time in early on will exponentially compound both your personal sales as well as duplicating your team sales in the long run and create strong product retention.
You know, Shay, you gave a lot of information. I know there's going to be people going back, okay, I got to go back and capture, this piece. But if I were to take it to a high level for just a moment before we close this out is I think a key point that you made when you're looking to building retention, and of course retention, really we're talking about loyalty, customers that continue to buy over and over again and come back to buy because they know the value of the product, they know the value and the differences that it's creating in their lives. And as you said, what really hit me was, we always talk about building relationships with people. That is extremely important. However, it's every bit as much important or more important to build a relationship with this phenomenal product with Shakeology. And they build a relationship with you by getting to know you and understanding that you're real, that you're authentic, and what you can offer them. The principle applies to Shakeology, right, where people, you'd rather almost have them have a love and loyalty to Shakeology, than, like you said, than you, because they'll continue to purchase that product, and that's going to be the life-changing piece. So the only way they'll get to know that probably is coming from you and your knowledge. And if you have something of a premium quality to share and to help other people with, you have to know what those are. You're the one that has to share and impart that knowledge. You just can't say, here's the shake, costs $100, $130, da-da-da-da-da, it'll be good for you. It's more than that. So they need to learn to have a relationship with Shakeology. Then the other piece I loved, and I'm just kind of going quickly here, but I thought you gave that little summation of what's not in your product. You talk about keeping it simple. If these other products have the soy, the artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, the high fructose corn syrup, that those probably aren't going to be very good products for you. And Shakeology has none of those in them. So there's a starting point for you to just get your base started. So at any rate, some great information here, Shay. And coaches, I know you'll go back and listen to this. So Shay, you've been in the business for 4 years now. There's been some great things, but so what has all this kind of rolled up to mean for you and your family?
Well, I'll tell you, Jeff, after the scare that I had back with the breast cancer scare, what's most important for our family is time together and life experiences more than the money or the flashy things. And it's really taught me that material things don't matter if your health isn't good. And that's my passion to share with others. And Beachbody has completely given me the opportunity to not only share my story and passion, but I can do it with products I truly believe in that are in line with my belief system.
Well, and I know that you just came back from, you're talking about, about if you don't have your health as a family, you just came back from the UK with, I think, for 3 months with family over there, where you had just, I think, an incredible experience. It sounded like with Neil's parents.
Yeah, we lived in England for 3 months and traveled around Europe. My son got to go to school in England, and just, you can't do that with another career. Like, the experiences of culture that this opportunity has afforded us has been beyond anything you can put a price tag on.
Well, one last question for you. So you've shared this great information. It's Shakeology's 6th birthday today. I'd ask you to sing, but I'm gonna wait till after, because we didn't audition that point. But if you had a call to action, if you had kind of that one thing to say to the coaches out there with all your message, what would that one thing be? That call to action.
Guys, I want you really to stop and realize the gift we all have here in front of us. And I truly believe that Beachbody is a gift in its entirety. It's not just about the products or the business. It's about the social environment we belong to and what we create with our lives and freedom. Every single one of you on this call can transform the entire course of your family's future with Beachbody. I truly know we have the best products and lifestyle out there to offer everyone. And I'm going to ask every single one of you for a moment just to close your eyes, and I want you to imagine this. You may be a brand new coach or maybe a founding coach that's sharing this with other new coaches, but I want you to think about right now everything you love about Beachbody in its entirety. The way you feel, the way the products make you feel, the culture, all of it. And now imagine tomorrow morning you get a call from Carl Deichler, and he says, you know what, thanks for everything you've done, but you know what? As of right now, we don't need your services, and please immediately take yourself out of all the Facebook groups and your community groups with Beachbody. Send all the products back. You're not allowed to use them anymore. And you know what, the business opportunity, I'm sorry, it's just not there for you anymore either. You're just going to have to stay stuck in the job that you're in. All the changes in personal development that you've done must come to a stop, and you're on your own. Think about how that would make you feel. Because to me, I would be gutted at what kind of loss I would feel if I didn't have all the blessings that Beachbody gives. So for me, it would be all of it. It offers so many gifts to this world. It fills my heart with hope and passion. And I think about for each one of you and what you would feel if that were to really happen. How can you not share that gift with other people? They don't know this gift exists, and they need it. What you would miss and long for, other people don't even know is there. So I just challenge you guys to go out and share this opportunity with everyone, because it truly is a gift, and we cannot not share it. Whether it's the lady on the subway or the college kid that's struggling through college or the single mom, everybody can be blessed by the gift of Beachbody. And I would challenge all of you to invite everyone to this amazing company and share the gift of you, our products, our business opportunity, and this vision of freedom we have. We truly have the best of everything. And I challenge all of you to know how to share its value and build solid, long-term, powerful retention in your business.
Well, Seay, thank you, and great job, great call to action at the end. We tend to be in life more committed to those things we're invested in, and we're more enthusiastic to share when we know about things. And in order for you to do what Seay has challenged you to do, you do need to go educate yourself. You do need to go get to know a little bit more. You know how it feels, but knowing a little bit about the science. You don't have to know all the science, but some of the science behind Shakeology and what it offers, those high notes, can be so compelling. And I absolutely am convinced and promise you that if you will take some time today and go educate yourself, that you will have more energy because you have more knowledge, and knowledge is power, and people want to be with people that know things and can improve their lives. And that's what you're doing. That's what Shay's talking about. That's what Beachbody is about. It's always amazing when we have these superstar days, when we talk to coaches and we come out of these sessions and you say, so tell us, what was the turning point? What's this all about? What's your success been all about? And inevitably, it's about authentically, genuinely helping other people. And the key, yes, is our fitness, but nutrition that we provide to people is every bit as much, if not more, important. You know that we continue to develop fitness programs that are leading edge, but this nutrition, we are also on the leading edge of nutrition, and you have to have every bit as much confidence in the process of the nutrition and what it will do for people as you do in the program. So this is a big day, you know, that it is 6 years that we have to celebrate Shakeology. Let me end with this just quick thought. Believe in the process that you're about. I know many of you are new coaches. You've come in. You have high hopes. You have high dreams of getting fit, of changing your life. I just finished the 21-Day Fix Extreme. Jeremy Red and I had a little bit of a contest, and Carl joined in. If you want to see phenomenal results, get onto Carl's Facebook page and look at his, and Jeremy shared his. I'm going to share mine today, and I'll tell you what, they don't come anywhere near. But for the first 2 weeks of the 21-Day Fix, I went through and I'd lost it's like 4 pounds, and I just kind of stalled out, and I was being so good, and I was exercising and doing everything as to the best of my ability. And was I a little bit discouraged? I was. To be honest, I was. But I didn't quit. And then kind of an interesting thing happened. It seemed like the delayed response, everything caught up in those last 3, 4, 5 days. And no, I didn't turn into any kind of a Superman, but the weight loss, the goals that I had came alive, and they caught up because I trusted in the process of proper nutrition, of Shakeology, of clean eating, and consistent exercise. And I ended up, losing 8.6 pounds, which exceeded my goal, which I'm happy about. I've got to go build a whole bunch of muscle on this body of mine. But you know what? The process, trust in the process, trust in yourself. If you've got to doubt something, doubt your limits. Okay? You've got more ability than you know. So coaches, let's make this a great week. Get out and learn more about Shakeology. Share Shakeology, and let's make this a phenomenal week. And with that, Sandy, I will toss it back to you.
Thank you, Jeff. I was just thinking that 21 days is very easy to change a habit, but it becomes a lifetime of habit changes. So what you did in 21 days really changes the course of your future. So congratulations from slab to fab. Anyway, great job, everybody. If you missed this call or know someone who missed the call, you know the number, 832-225-5065. Make it a great week. Happy birthday, Shakeology. Bye-bye.